So I mean, I one thing that I was pretty curious about. So I mean, being on, like, I used to watch America's Got Talent. I kind of stopped. I just don't watch it anymore. But what is like the process? Are you allowed to talk about it? Like, what is like the actual like America's Got Talent process? Like, is it actually raw? Like, you come in, you wait in line, you audition, or is it completely different than that?
I didn't. America's Got Talent actually called me, and they saw a video that my dad did. My dad had posted on his YouTube channel, or I don't know what YouTube channel was, and I guess they saw that video. I don't think it even had that many views. And they asked me to be on, and then I decided to go on last minute. Like, literally,
you're telling me you kept on saying no to them. Mm-hmm. Why? No to AGT?
Well, it was because there was a very persistent guy that was trying to get me on. Thank you, John, by the way. And I basically just, it was literally, I didn't know because it was a reality TV show, and I was like, that's scary. What if they show me bad? What if I do good, but then the judges just say no? Yeah. And then, I don't know. I wasn't sure if I was ready, and I was 14 years old. Yeah. I was like, I don't know. And
14's young to be like performing in front of like millions and millions of people.
It's scary.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't know how they were going to perceive me at all.
Yeah.
And I decided to go on literally last minute.
Yeah.
He called and he was like, "This is your last chance to go on. Please go on." And I was like, I'm just gonna go on. And then my parents were like, "You sure?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna do it." And I went on. Literally, I think I was like one of the last people to go on the stage before like they had to like cut it.
Yeah.
And, like, nobody else could go on. And I mean, I got all 4 yeses, and it was great.
Jeez. Was that the first one that you got the buzzer?
No, the second round I got the
second
buzzer.
round. But the first one, they were saying, they all just said yes. But like,
Yeah.
what's the worst case scenario in your head? Like, I mean, what could they literally say? Like, yeah, so that's fucking weird. Get out. Like, what do you think they're gonna say
I
to you?
don't know. What if like I messed up on stage and like fell, and then they'd be like,
but still,
well,
no one
you
else
fell,
can do
you're
what
out.
you're doing.
Yeah.
I mean,
do you think they
I
would?
don't know. I took what I did. I was very like, I only had one friend back then, so like I didn't really like hang out with people. So like I took as what I did was like, oh, it's average. Everybody can do this, even though like not everybody could do it.
Were you doing the same thing back then, like bending yourself into it's like an incredibly small box?
Yeah, I was doing all of those.
Yeah.
Like, but I was very much just like always be at my house, just doing the thing by myself. Like I'd always just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I went on. It was crazy. Very scary. I definitely am not scared of a lot of things anymore because of America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Which is nice, but
yeah. I mean, that's how you get some real balls. You just go in front of 10 million people.
I think the scariest thing is, the live shows are the scariest thing because they'll count
That's
down
when it's
from,
like live in front of the audience?
It's live in front of the audience, live in front of like millions of people. Like you mess up.
Yeah.
Like literally in my season, a guy shot an arrow at his partner it was a girl shot an arrow at his partner. It was like literally like one, like they were right before me.
Yeah.
And hit him in the neck.
No.
Ew. Luckily it bounced off. Because
What do you mean bounced off his neck?
It wasn't like a sharp arrow or something like that, or it hit his like clothing or something like that. I don't know, but it was on fire and everything. And
Wait, the arrow was on fire?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're used to this stuff. You have to let us know when things are on fire.
She's saying it like nothing. Yeah, it was just
this was a fire day.
Like, yeah, it was.
But also on fire.
It was the first live performance. It was actually all over the news and everything.
Was the first time they ever went live?
No, well, this was like a live performance, and they were like right before me. This was like the first live performance of America's Got Talent, like that season. And
you had to go after?
I was going right after, like it was planned.
Oh, sweet.
And I was shooting an arrow too.
Yeah.
But I wasn't shooting it at
And they were like,
anybody.
fuck, not this again.
I was like, no. And then they all got nervous backstage. They were like, you got this, right? You got this. Because it was live, and they had to like quickly like jump cut the cameras after that. And oh my God, it was so scary. And like I'm backstage trying to stay calm. I'm like, everything's fine. So I'm going to be fine. This is going to be great. It's live. Nothing can go wrong. Like, all the other, the first 2 rounds are live, or, like, basically live, too.
Yeah.
But it's, like, pre-recorded. But
if you mess up, would they allow you to redo it? Okay. Oh, sorry.
So it's the same thing. Like if you messed up, they wouldn't redo it. But if say you shot somebody in the neck, like
Yeah.
they'd probably just cut that.
Yeah.
So
That's
crazy.
That's crazy. That would suck to like witness.
No, that would
Someone
suck to have to go on next, dude. That's way worse.
It would
Yeah.
suck to get shot in the neck with a fucking arrow.
Flaming arrow.
I think that like that's first on the pecking order of what's worse.
Yeah.
Like in that whole situation.
But what happened with them is apparently one of the fins on the arrow like were like twisted or something like that, so that it like actually
Always
she was
blame
actually
it on the
aimed
arrow.
right.
Always blame it
Like
on the arrow.
it was aimed right, but it like just went off like whew.